Towels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle shit. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle shit.
Have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call it and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Like in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, extra large. I don't care, I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks' money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, but had cornrows. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some tall. Attitude on some. Bankroll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like us after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you got it better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bums mad again. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, bout to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tail tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Look at you go. Okay, you got it. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides I can shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That you say you didn't never. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The bell got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a pantyhose.
Over here empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 20 red till them don't need nothing. Yep, like in the Kango Anna. New Cadillac with some all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit, to hate that. 50 million, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside when you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no heat haul. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God I could have been Freddie Gray or Mike Brown getting down with a on me and a half a blame me by Sandra Bland. Listen boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they done told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone that knows on go. I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if a kid gon' go see me with, ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot when bought it. Call case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a yeah. I live that they rapping back, caring them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified day.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. The return man is Hill. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, this is caught by Williams. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll look to throw here. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gun! All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field.
Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Lindsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And his pass incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Back to throw here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, Collins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Right, now,
so following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over!
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Gun! Gun! Gun!
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Detroit! Set! Blue 90!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Now, look at 56. Look at...
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taken right around the 44. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. A little juke. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Watch him now, Barney. Leopard. Gun. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gun.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And McManus able to put it through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Here we go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going deep here for... He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Set. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And that will be incomplete as well. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They pitch it out to Collins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. He'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
As you tell me all the time, Brandon, mark that play down. That should be a tie game. Instead, a great job by the guys blocking it. And, boy, they've got to have a great lift going off the field.
And the further it happens in the game and here in the second half, it just gets more magnified. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Detroit! Watch it now, boys!
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, now let's go. Green 39, green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch him now, Barney.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Gun! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. That's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. And his throw here's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
All right, now look at this.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And Brown's got it for an Oakland touchdown. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders are back within a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And McManus able to put it through. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 60 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Wolfe in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. points in this one, you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Broncos, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, could bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Got duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every 2. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my house like my property. Do a quarterback niggas on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back in.